Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the 2017 Canadian Lacrosse Association Female Box Lacrosse National Championships. And here we are, the gold medal game between British Columbia and Ontario in the Midget division. This BC team has been an absolute powerhouse throughout the tournament. As we get a look now at Caitlin Walker, the leading scorer. BC comes into today's game with a perfect 6-0 record, outscoring their opponents 61-6 over those 6 games, including 2 games against this Ontario team. They won 6-0 and 8-1. Oh, hard hit there as down goes Bryn Kuchar, tripped up by the BC defense. Now Ontario working it around. This is Campbell. Clark with a point shot. Nice save there by the BC goalkeeper, number 1, Jenna Phillips. I want to remind you, my name's Alan April, and as always, we are live and interactive, so reach out. Find us on Twitter using the hashtag Hallilax or Hallilax17, or find me directly at Alan_April. Let me know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. As this is the final game, 28 games over 5 days at the National Championships. All comes down to this. Point shot there, saved by the Ontario goalkeeper. I believe that's Madison Flanagan in goal today for Ontario. Preston now. Passes it over for Kuchar. Kuchar can't handle the return pass. BC picks it up in that corner. It's number 3, Christina Sato. Sorry, number 3 is Nicole Kuhn. Now up the right wing comes Mackenzie Blair. Ball now on the left wing. Back behind the net is Blair. Plays it up to the top for number 18, Reagan McKenzie. Shot there off the stick of number 10, Hannah Bernot, but it's deflected way up into the net. Will remain BC possession here off the Ontario deflection. Mackie Jenner out for Bernot. McKenzie. Back now for Blair. Back for McKenzie. Jenner with a shot, and that goes wide, or actually went off the goalkeeper's face mask, so it's going to be a turnover, and Ontario is going to bring it the other way. 17 minutes remain in this first period. We have our first Twitter shout-out here. Kate says we are cheering BC and the Jenner sisters. We are from Havertown, Pennsylvania. Proud grandparents Kate and Larry Yates. Hashtag Hallilax. That's awesome. Great to hear from Kate and the family in Pennsylvania. And the Jenner family has been well represented both on the floor and actually, we'll pick that up as here comes Natalie Gain in on a breakaway. And Gain looking to go near post. Just can't finish, but gets her own rebound. Yeah, but the Jenner family has been very well represented both on the floor and in the tweets, as Sylvie Jenner just won a silver medal with Team BC. They were defeated in the gold medal game moments ago by Ontario in what was a 5-3 thriller. And of course, Mackie Jenner wearing number 9 for this Team BC Midget team. Now Sato over there for Schmidt, and a shot and a goal. And it's Walker. Who else? Caitlin Walker with the goal, and she has been ridiculous all tournament long. Caitlin Walker, that's her 18th goal, 33rd point. Walker came into today's game leading the tournament in scoring by a wide margin with 32 points in 6 games. Make that 33 as she gets BC on the board in the 4th minute of play. So now BC going to keep the momentum going. This is Emma Betts. Into the corner there for Anderson. Behind the net now is Schmidt. Cycles it out for Kuhn. Sorry, that's actually Bria Hamilton down on that block, and Turned over now. Tori Verbeek with speed the other way for Ontario. Verbeek into the BC zone. Gonna slow down, wait for the support of some teammates. This is Kucher. Kucher now. Over for number 19, Cassie Hogan, the Guelph, Ontario native. Kucher gets it back. Brain Kucher shoots and deflected wide of the goal. No reset on the shot clock, and BC picks it up. Number 5, Avery Dean with it. Played back to Gain. Gain looks to move around the defender. Nice stick work, holds her up, and that bouncing ball picked up there by Blair. Now Bruneau with a nice pass. Cutting Sato. Bruneau with a shot wide of the goal. Scooped up there by BC, but it will be a shot clock violation. So 14 minutes to go. BC still leads 1-0 off the goal by Caitlin Walker moments ago. Tweets are coming fast and furious now. Emma says, "Let's go BC, let's go." Hashtag Halifax rather. And Addison Bradley says, "Let's go BC, bring home the gold medal." Great to hear from all the supporters, whether you're in BC or Ontario. And you know, the players will probably watch this game back at some point or another and appreciate hearing in from their friends and family supporting them. Now Gain takes over for BC. Fresh 30 on the shot clock off the turnover. Long pass on a dime for Caitlin Walker. Now Walker, the Port Coquitlam native, plays it over there for Sato. Cross crease pass intended for Malcolm, just high, but Walker over for Sato, shoots and scores. BC continues to put the pressure on. That's Christina Sato's third goal of the tournament, 8th point, and another assist there for Caitlin Walker. Gives her 34 points in the tournament, and BC, here in this 8th minute of play, takes a 2-0 lead. Well, I mentioned they haven't really been challenged too much by the competition so far. Outscoring them now 63-6 in the tournament. Bouncing ball there. Won by BC, and they look to bring it the other way. It's Betts. Now for Dean. Hamilton. Plays it over to number 4, Claire Snyder. Back for Betts. Snyder thought about a shot instead. Flings it over there to number 16, Hamilton. And it's going to be a penalty coming up here against Ontario for interference. So Ontario already down 2-0. Sends a player to the penalty box for the next 2 minutes. BC has been prolific on the power play all tournament long. Gain starts the power play. In tight, and a goal. Oh, tic-tac-toe passing, beautiful play. And I believe it was number 17, Quinn Malcolm, who finished it off a nice pass by the captain, Molly Schmidt. And for Quinn Malcolm, that makes 12 goals, 16 points for the Port Coquitlam native. One of just 3 left-handed players on this BC team, and that's one of the interesting things about this team. They have dominated, but talking to some people, they're shocked that they only have 3 left-handed players on the whole team. And there's been situations where BC's played with a full 5 attackers, all right-handed, which is unusual and creates some wrinkles from a coaching perspective. But when your left-handed players are as good as Caitlin Walker and Quinn Malcolm, who have combined for 30 goals in this tournament, that other left-handed player, Avery Dean, she's got 1. So your 3 left-handed players have combined to score 31 of your team's 64 goals. It's pretty good output. Now Walker brings it across the restraining line. 10 minutes remain in this first period. BC leads 3-0 against Ontario in the gold medal game of the 2017 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships. Shot in tight there off the stick of number 15, Molly Schmidt, and saved by the Ontario goalkeeper, Flanagan. Now Ontario on the counter. Laird over for, not sure that player, but she flips it over there for Emily French. Now McKnight looking to connect with a cutting Verbeek on the give and go. Pass goes off the backboards, and Ontario not going to be able to get a shot off as the shot clock will expire. Still 3-0 with 9:10 remaining. Anderson. Now Hamilton for Betts. BC looks like they're on the power play, but they are even strength, just forcing Ontario really to tighten up defensively. Not a lot of space to operate, and that's a shot clock violation, so Ontario comes the other way. This is Aaron Preston. Preston, one of 5 Peterborough, Ontario natives. One of the best known lacrosse places around Ontario. And well represented here on the midget team, and have a couple players playing bantam as well. Of course, the Ontario bantam team just won gold in the bantam division. And Ontario as well, they are the defending champions in this division. So BC looking to upset the defending champions, although the way they played this tournament would be an upset if they didn't win. Still 8 minutes to play in this first period. A couple tweets coming in here. Get to those in just 1 second as BC now into the Ontario zone. Gain. Showing patience. Fires a shot off the leg of Kuchar, and that one hurt. Bryn Kuchar down after taking that gain shot off her leg, and she's going to hobble off here. Looks like she is okay, but that's got to sting as Gain put a lot of power into that shot. So we've heard from Maggie on Twitter. So proud of our BC girls. Bring home the gold ladies. Hashtag Hallilax17. Also, Teddy Jenner. He's been part of that Jenner family I said are so frequent on the floor and on Twitter. This violation is going to give ball to Ontario. He agrees. He says, us Jenners are everywhere in the lacrosse world. Thanks for the great coverage. Hashtag Hallilax17. It's got a great Twitter handle, too. Off the crossbar. An E in cross. Good lacrosse pun right there. Now Ontario looking to cut into this 3-0 lead. McKnight's shot in tight is wide. And BC looks to clear the zone, although still fighting for possession behind their own goal. Now BC comes away with it. This is Bernot. Bernot, the Westminster, BC native. Up the floor now for number 7, Alyssa Wall. Wall fakes the shot, holds on, passes it out for number 8, Daniela Stroop. Walker works it around for Malcolm. The dynamic duo, although Malcolm is stopped on that one. Walker now for Stroop. Shot saved there by Flanagan, who has been a bright spot. And Flanagan, oh, and it's a goal there. I believe it was Malcolm that time. Once again, number 17, Quinn Malcolm. If so, and we will confirm, but I believe that was Malcolm's second goal of the game and her 13th of the tournament. Second in a row, too, for Malcolm. And 14 minutes into this one, BC leads 4-0. Goals from Walker, Sato, and a couple by Quinn Malcolm. Ontario now. Bombury can't recover that one. Bouncing ball. This team's battle for possession on this near side. Looks like Ontario has it, but just 3 on the shot clock. Actually, BC is going to take over. Stroop. Over now for Walker. Malcolm in her office on the left block. Can't score on that shot, and Ontario gets the rebound. Number 19, Cassie Hogan, Guelph native, brings it across half for Ontario. Here comes Ashante Spalding. Spalding, an interesting player, former Nova Scotian lacrosse player for Team Nova Scotia, and moved to Ontario. Within a couple years of moving, finds herself on the provincial team for Ontario, playing nationals at her former home province of Nova Scotia. So that's great to see. Spalding wearing number 16 out of Nepean, Ontario. Now BC cycles it around the offensive zone. Showing a lot of patience here. Shot there by Blair. Deflected and pushed into the net. That time was the Ontario player, so it'll be Ontario ball here. Another tweet. Emma Morris says, "Let's go BC." Hashtag Halilax17. Lots of BC fans. Not so many Ontarios. So if you're an Ontario fan there, let's hear some support for your team. Ontario, the defending champions in Bantam and Midget, just won Bantam Gold against BC. Now BC looking to provide a little revenge in Midget play. 3:20 to play in this first period. BC brings it across half. This is Reagan McKenzie. Over now for Mackenzie Blair. Shot. Stopped that time. Shot by number 9, Mackie Jenner. I get why Mackie Jenner goes by Mackie and not Mackenzie, as they've got a Reagan McKenzie and a Mackenzie Blair on this team. Shot in tight by King and saved that time by Phillips. The New Westminster, BC native continues her shutout effort. She's been very solid all tournament long. BC, sometimes when teams are as offensively minded and have the type of firepower that BC does, plays a fast pace, they can kind of be a little more defensively prone to defensive breakdowns and put a lot of pressure on their goalkeeper. But Phillips and Richards in the BC goal have had the answers. And again, right now the team has scored 65 goals and allowed just 6 through 19 periods of lacrosse as we're into the final 2 minutes here. Ontario. Hogan can't get that shot off, and it ends up at the stick of Phillips. Spinning away from the defender there is Alyssa Wall. Brings it over half. Now Anderson handles the long pass. Waiting for some teammates to join the play. Here they come. Back for Anderson. Knocked over there by Kuchar. But Kuchar is going to escape up the right boards. Bryn Kuchar from Six Nations, Ontario. Flips that one off for Campbell. Haven't called Campbell's name much today, but she's the captain and leading scorer for Team Ontario. Keep an eye out for her, wearing number 9. Pass in front for Preston. The bodies go down, and that's going to be BC ball. Under a minute remains in this first period. BC opening up a 4-0 lead here. Hey, there's an Ontario shoutout. Kelly Hogan says, "Let's go Team O Midget Girls." Hashtag Halilax17. Shot there by Gain. Saved by Flanagan. Now Ontario. Ooh, a little rough stuff there as Campbell loses her stick. She goes to the bench without it. Stick still there. King now. Just 20 seconds remain. King fighting off a couple of defenders. Nice pass and a shot. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty coming up here against British Columbia. So just 10 seconds remain in this period. Penalty is going to go against BC number 10, Hannah Bernot, for holding. And that's going to do it for the first period. So Ontario, they do find themselves down 4-0, but they're going to have a bit of an opportunity coming out of the intermission, as they'll have a 2-minute power play to work with. Quick reminder, be sure to follow TV1 Atlantic on social media. You can join the conversation at TV1_Atlantic on Twitter and Instagram, and TV1 Atlantic on Facebook. 5TV1, proudly powered by Bell Liant. So we're going to step aside here for 2.5 minutes, but we'll be back with the second period coming up on Bell 5 TV1. Welcome back, fans, to Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the 2017 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships, live from the historic Halifax Forum in beautiful, hot and sunny. It's like 32 degrees out, Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's even hotter in this arena right now, especially in the broadcast booth. And speaking of hot, the tweets are heating up. Heard from Kelly Hogan, let's go Team O Midget Girls. Heard from Sophie, she said, let's go BC Girls. Special shout out to my sisters, Alex and Chris Sato, making me proud back home. Hashtag Halilax17, hashtag teamwork makes the dream work. Heard from Rick Smockham, great play number 13, let's go Ontario, hashtag Halilax17. And a couple more tweets we'll get to as we go. I see you, Regan Snyder and Maria Wall. We'll call those shortly. But back to the action here as Ontario, they're down 4-0, but they're on the power play for the next 1:45 to begin this second period. See what they can get going. Bombury over now for McKnight. Finds a cutting Campbell. Underhand scoop back to Francis McKnight. McKnight with a shot. And the save by Phillips. Rebound picked up by BC, and watch out, here comes BC on the counterattack, but a great job, good awareness by Chelsea Campbell to deflect that one away. Now Campbell picks it up with 1:20 remaining on the Ontario power play. McKnight going to wait for her teammates to change, flips it over now for Hogan. Cassie Hogan showing some patience here. Shot clock down to 12. Veronica Laird over for Petty. Ontario continues to work it around, but shot clock's to 6. Laird, they need to get something off, and do. Clark, but it can't hit net. Clark again fires, but not before the whistle goes for a shot clock violation. 45 seconds remain on this Ontario power play. They look to cut into this 4-goal BC lead. Ontario couldn't pick up that bouncing ball as the teams battle for possession here on the near boards. Stroop fighting for possession there with Petty. Picked up now by Anderson. Cutting inside, outside. Sorry, not Anderson. That was number 15, Molly Schmidt, with a shot saved away by Flanagan. Now Ontario. With just 10 seconds left on the power play, Campbell over for McKnight. Down for Hogan. Cutting inside is Campbell, shooting, but Phillips is there to shut the door on the best chance yet for Ontario, and the power play expires. Bernot is out of the box, and the teams are back to even strength here with 17:45 to play. Said I was going to read those tweets, and I will. Maria Wall says, at home in Poco, BC, cheering on, Poco is Port Coquitlam, cheering on my granddaughter, Alyssa Wall, number 7, and her teammates here with her family. Hashtag Halilax17. Thanks, Maria, for the tweet. As Ontario still buzzing. Shot there by Kuchar is covered up by Phillips. Another BC tweet. Reagan Snyder says, cheering on our local players from Surrey, BC. Emma Betts, Riley Carr, and Claire Snyder. Hashtag Halilax. Some more tweets too. We'll get to those as we have some time. Love hearing from you guys, whether you're in BC, Ontario, or England, or wherever you are. It's great to get this interaction, and I know the girls are probably going to watch the copies of these games back someday and say, really appreciated that support. Now coming the other way, number 18, Mackenzie in alone, and Reagan Mackenzie makes no mistake, scores a goal, and that makes it 5-0. Reagan Mackenzie, the Coquitlam native. For her, that is her first goal of the tournament. Came in today's game with 4 assists, but scores when it matters most in the gold medal game and makes it 5-0 Team BC. And actually, I just got a tweet from Tico saying, go Reagan Mackenzie, go. The Banks family is cheering you all on. Bring us back the gold. Hashtag Halilax17. So I think she heard the Banks family, said, I'm going to get my first goal of the tournament and make it 5-0. Some more tweets. I love it. I'll read them all. Me Adams says, cheering for number 13, Team BC, Haley Anderson, beast on D for gold. Shout out from your Calgary crew. Love us, our SFU clan alum, baby. And now BC comes the other way again. It's Mackenzie again. Shoots and scores. Wow. Mackenzie breaks through in a big way. 2 goals in about 25 seconds. And 6-0 is the score now. This powerhouse British Columbia team keeps on going. And they lead 6-0. Pair of goals there for Mackenzie. Her second of the tournament comes 25 seconds after her first. The Banks family has got to be cheering louder than ever. Now Snyder thought about the point shot, instead dishes it around here. 14:48 remain in this second period. BC leads 6-0 with a gold medal. Oh, big hit there by Kuchar. And it's going to be Ontario ball. Kuchar has been an impressive player. Shown physicality and a scoring touch. And yeah, we're going to get a water break here for the goalies. Well deserved as it is hot down there. Gives me a chance to read some more tweets. Guys are doing great on the tweets. We heard from Denny McDonald. She said, "Go BC, bring home the gold." Gold medal emoji. Shout out to Haley, number 13. That's Haley Anderson, the Port Moody native. And Reagan Snyder says, also passing along a message from Surrey Fire Department crew at Hall 10, cheering on Team BC. That's awesome. So much respect for firefighters, and firefighters showing some respect and admiration for midget girls lacrosse players. And I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it a million times. If you've never seen female box lacrosse, you'd be shocked at how fast-paced and physical it is. I mean, obviously, if you're watching right now, you've seen it before. But I told some friends that this is really my first exposure. I've done field lacrosse before. My first exposure to box lacrosse, female at least. And, man, are they physical? Are they fast? It's arguably more exciting than the guys' sport and more physical, too. I've really enjoyed watching these young players from 4 provinces, Nova Scotia, Alberta, BC, and Ontario. And I do want to mention really quickly Nova Scotia, because they did a fantastic job. The female box lacrosse has been played in Nova Scotia for less than 10 years. And to host nationals here and do such a great job of organizing, it's been really special. And we're hosting it again next year. So if you're watching at home, maybe you'll get a chance to come out to Halifax for the hosts of the East Coast's second chance at hosting nationals in 2018. So back to action here. 14 minutes remain. Violation there against BC. Ontario takes over possession. It's number 13, Rachel King. Plays it back now for her teammate, Tori Verbeek. Verbeek cuts inside, shoots, looking to go 5-hole. And looked like a crease violation against Verbeek, but another great save by Phillips. Ontario's had some good chances, but Phillips has been there to shut the door each and every time. Now BC looking to work it up. Can't connect on that pass. Picked up by Victoria Clark. Clark brings it across the middle of the floor. Slow down, wait for the support of her teammates. Gets it over now for number 7, Frances McKnight. McKnight, the Center Wellington product. Still with it. Shot clock down to 8. Looks to pass it now for Campbell. Scooped up by Preston. Preston shoots and she scores. And Ontario breaks through and they are excited. The celebration there, as that was Erin Preston, the Peterborough, Ontario native, with her, that was her first goal, second point of the tournament, and makes it 6-1 BC. 6-1 BC. But a big goal there for Ontario. One interesting thing, BC drops to their knees for the faceoffs. Doesn't seem like Ontario's been taught that strategy. Verbeek on a partial breakaway has that one saved, but gets her own rebound. Ontario now really buzzing in this second period, looking to cut into this lead and not content to give up a gold medal that easily. See some more tweets. I will get to those coming up shortly. Reminder, if you'd like your tweet read on air, use that hashtag HalleyLax, or you can find me directly at Allen_April. Shot there by Stroop off the back wall and up. Out of play, so Ontario will take over possession. Strange, I had some tweets and they seem to have disappeared. Did hear from Jimmy Hansen, who's wishing good luck to the BC Lacrosse Association referee. He says he's a level 2 referee living in Victoria, BC, also cheering on Team BC. Great to hear. And the refs, too. They've done a great job here. making sure the game's clean, no major injuries, and also making sure everyone's hydrated in this hot, hot arena. Seeing frequent water breaks for the goalkeepers, which is important. I'm sweating up here in a shirt and shorts. Can only imagine being in full lacrosse padding. Although heat rises, it's hotter up here in the broadcast booth. But I'm not playing either. As now, watch out, here comes Caitlin Walker on a one-on-one break. Walker, she's going to slow down, play it over for her teammate Betts. And Walker's going to go for a change. Betts now dishes it down to Nicole Kuhn in that left corner. Kuhn, another one of the pair of sisters we're seeing. In fact, her sister Emily Kuhn just won a silver medal with Team BC. And there's another one too. So BC has the Jenner sisters and the Kuhn sisters. And Ontario has the Flanagan sisters. Congrats to Mackenzie Flanagan, who just won gold with Team Ontario. Now her sister Madison is in nets. And somebody wanted me to give a shout out to Madison's boyfriend. I believe his name is Jake, watching at home in Peterborough. If I do have his name wrong, that's my bad. They told me a name. It starts with J. I think it was Jake. As some physical play there, it's going to be BC ball in that right corner. Gold medal on the line, 6-1 midway through this game, 9:25 remaining. Bernot takes a shot. That's deflected and picked up by Ontario. Campbell over for King. King runs into two defenders, spins away, finds Preston. Shot by Petty, blocked, scooped up by Campbell. Petty with it again. Over for King. King with a shot from an awkward angle off the back wall. Preston scoops it up, 20 on the shot clock. Ontario loses possession, some physical play there, and Preston goes down. Now Bernot charging the other way. Shot there by Stroop is deflected. Picked up there by Wall, and breakaway opportunity here for Ontario. It's Hannah Petty. Petty in alone, wide on the shot, looking to pick off that far post on the blocker side. But Phillips read it well. Anderson. Snyder with a shot. Narrowly missed the net that time. Ontario picks it up. Tweet here from Jessica Quinn. She says, "Go Team O, love my girls. Shout out to Haley Kluche, Cassie Hogan, and many more. Have fun, girls. Hashtag Hallie Lax." Awesome to hear from Jessica supporting Team Ontario. Find themselves up tough against the powerhouse from BC. However, they definitely are playing a little better in this second period, getting a lot more shots on goal. And right now, I think it was a penalty called. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a penalty called against British Columbia for a high stick. So Ontario now with a bit of a chance, 5-4. Power play. A couple more tweets here. Spen Wren says, "Go Nicole Kuhn, represents Burnaby, BC." Sophia Zielinski says, "Woot woot BC." And McKenna Brosseau says, "Let's go AG Heart." Hashtag Team Ontario. Hashtag Halilax17. Campbell's shot on the power play is saved by Phillips. And now a breakaway the other way for BC. Seen that before. It was Mackenzie. She can't get the hat trick in this second period, as Flanagan did a good job to shut the door that time. Now Ontario going to go on the counter attack. Passed up to Petty at the point. Over now for Verbeek. Verbeek thought about a shot, instead dishes it to Hogan. Good ball movement here by Ontario, but the pass to the top of the crease is deflected. One more tweet. Deb Phillips says, so proud of the POCO girls and the rest of the BC girls for killing it this week. Bring home the Gold Girls, hashtag Halilac17. Yeah, BC certainly has killed it this week. I've dropped the number before, but keeps getting more impressive. They've outscored the competition 67-7. 60 goal differential in 6.5 games is wildly impressive. Now BC killing off this power play. 5 seconds to go. Shot by Jenner on net, but Flanagan makes the save. 5:10 to play in this second period. Still 6-1, BC leads. McKnight over for Campbell. Working it around the perimeter on the power play. Just 10 seconds to go. I think they'd want to get a shot off. 5 on the shot clock. McKnight has to shoot, and it's going to be a violation. Looked like an illegal screen there against Hogan. So the power play expires, and nothing to show for it there for Team British Columbia. Sorry, for Team Ontario, as BC kills off another power play. Shot there by Walker off the back wall, picked up by McKnight. Now King brings it across the restraining line. Nice pass inside for Petty, but knocked away by Team BC. Schmidt spins away from the defender, now plays it back to the support. And a long pass intended for Kuhn off the back wall, scooped up there by Aaron Preston. Preston marked by Kuhn. Ooh, a trip there and no call. Kuhn comes the other way. Now King. Hogan. Over for Laird. Short pass for Francis McKnight off the wall and able to gather it, looking to turn the corner on Betts. Spins away, fires a shot off the face mask, that time of Phillips. BC takes possession with 3:20 to play in this second period. They lead 6-1. Shot there. Oh, didn't look like Flanagan saw it, but it's kept out of the net. Quick tweet from Meg. She says, Attaby, Aaron Preston, let's go. Hashtag Halilax. Yes, Preston scored the goal for Ontario here in the second period, breaking the shutout of Jenna Phillips and making the score 6-1. But Ontario just nowhere to go against this tough BC defense. Now BC on the counter. Gain. Up for McKenzie, breaking away once again. McKenzie, takes on 2 defenders. Preston absolutely lays her out at the edge of the crease. And a lot of stick work there. But it's going to be Ontario ball. Good physical play by by Ontario. Stopping McKenzie. And actually, it looks like we're going to get a penalty. So, it was good physical play. However, maybe not quite as clean as I thought. Is the penalty against BC? Penalty is against BC. Wow, so the BC player is leveled. A lot of stick work, and Ontario is rewarded with a power play. That's why I'm up here in the booth and not down there making the calls. I don't know how that was a penalty against BC, but it gives Ontario another chance. McKnight fires off the back wall, shot on by Laird, and another great save there by Phillips. Keeps it 6-1. 1:35 remains on the power play. Okay, and I'm getting some good info here from a good tweet. So Jason Cockburn. Yes, saying go Team O. Sorry, Rachel Cockburn sidelined with concussion. Go Riley Mantefel now in net for Team Ontario. Yeah, I didn't notice that. It is now Riley Mantefel, the Whitby native wearing number 0, who has replaced Madison Flanagan in the Ontario goal. And Hannah Cockburn, yes. Originally on the roster it was number 15, Hannah Cockburn. And then I noticed that number 15's jersey said French on the back. So Cockburn replaced in the lineup by number 15, Emily French. But we certainly wish a speedy recovery from a concussion to Rachel Cockburn, cheering on her Team Ontario teammates, whether she's here or back in Ontario. And, you know, these girls have a great bond. And I've noticed just walking the halls between games and between periods, as Ontario sets up the power play with 10 seconds to go. Just great camaraderie. This is a great celebration of girls box lacrosse and people making friends with their own teammates and from all across Canada. And that'll do it for the second period. 12 seconds remain on the Ontario power play. We'll have that when we come back in about 2.5 minutes. You're watching the gold medal game of the 2017 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships live on Bell 5 TV1, powered by Bell Liant. Step aside for 2 minutes, but I'll be back to read some tweets and have the exciting conclusion of this gold medal game. BC leads 6-1. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the 2017 Canadian Lacrosse Association Female Box Lacrosse National Championships, live from the historic Halifax Forum in beautiful but hot Halifax, Nova Scotia. And visit bellliant.ca/TV1 to get the TV1 live stream schedule and on-demand content. TV1 is also available on TV to 5 customers in Atlantic Canada, on Channel 1 and 401. 5TV1, powered by Bell Liant. So I promised I'd read some tweets, and I will. Let's go rapid fire here. Mackenzie Bolt says, "Go Team BC, bring home the gold." Hashtag Halilax17. Michelle Dean says, "Bring it home, girls. Finish strong." Hashtag Team BC. Hashtag Team 5. Hashtag Halilax17. Rick Smockham says, "Way to keep the pressure on. Great work, Team O." Cheering on Team Ontario. Hashtag Halilax17. And this is a long one. Alan Marr says, "Go Team BC. Nicole K. and Jamie R. Goalie. Burnaby Minor Lacrosse Club. Lakers Midget Girls at Burnaby Lacrosse at TV1 Atlantic. Hashtag Halifax17. Great job making the most of your character limit there to Alan Marr. And that's it. Keep those tweets coming at Alan_April. Oh, I almost forgot. Jessica Quinn reminded me that Team Ontario changed their goalie. So it's Flanagan. Flanagan has been replaced by Riley Mantefel, the Whitby, Ontario native, in nets for Team Ontario. Phillips still in goal for BC. So Ontario now with possession and a 10-second power play here, although it's taken over here by Natalie Gain. And that will just about kill off the power play. Yes, it will. Team BC out of the box and back at even strength. They lead 6-1 in this, the gold medal match of the Female Box Lacrosse National Championships. And BC looking to win against the defending champions from Ontario. Ontario were the defending champions of the midget and bantam divisions. Were defeated earlier today. They defended their gold medal earlier today in the bantam division, defeating BC. Now BC looking for a little revenge in midget play. That shot from Schmidt deflected away by Mantefel. Now Snyder. Nice job to break that pass up by Hogan, and Team Ontario takes over, coming the other way. 6-1 is the score. 19 minutes remain. Reminder, the final 5 minutes of the third period are stop time, so stop times at all whistles. Shot stopped. And Phillips with another stop in tight. BC now cycles it behind their own goal. Shot clock dwindling. Shot there. Saved by Mantefel. 6-1 still the score here. That ball off the back of a BC defender. Teams still battle for possession, and BC scoops it up, takes it around their own goal. 17:25 to play in regulation. BC leads 6-1. Looking to win gold here at the 2017 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships. Gain around the defender. Now backhand pass. Back for McKenzie. McKenzie, who has 2 goals in this game. Shot there. Deflected out by Mantefel, but the rebound picked up by Natalie Gain. McKenzie cycles around the back of the goal, out for Gain. Gain winds up, shoots and fires, and it's blocked. Gets her own rebound. Shot by Gain again, and saved again by Mantefel. So Mantefel doing a good job since coming in midway through that second period into nets for Ontario. Shot there by Bombury. Saved by Phillips. Now BC. Stroop brings it across the restraining line. Over for Sato, in tight. Stroop shot wide of the goal. No reset of the shot clock. Back for Sato. Oh, that pass bouncing through the crease and picked up by Ontario. Here comes King. King fires a shot looking to pick off the top half of the goal and just wide. Now battling for possession, Brayton wins it away for Ontario. Now Preston scored the lone goal for Ontario in that first period. Back for Hogan. Kucher fires a shot. Wide. Oh, Brayton stopped on the doorstep as the shot clock expires, and Phillips continues to be a brick wall in the British Columbia goal. She's been very solid all game and all tournament for this BC team that's allowed just 7 goals in a lot of lacrosse. Shot there by Snyder. Couple more tweets here. Katie Hamilton says, bring home the gold to beautiful British Columbia. P.S. Dear Twitter, why is there no lacrosse emoji? That's a really good question. I think there's emojis for just about every... Is there an iPhone emoji with a lacrosse stick? If there is, I've never seen it, but good question. Let's see if we can start a Twitter campaign to get a lacrosse emoji. Might be a little late for this tournament at least, but hey, by the time Halifax hosts the 2018 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships next summer, if there's no Twitter emoji, we're gonna make some noise. Make sure they add a Twitter emoji to Twitter, a lacrosse emoji to Twitter. Anyway, enough about Twitter and emojis, as we've got a great lacrosse game going on. Ontario, this is Haley Kluche, can't handle that one. Hannah Petty scoops it up. Petty cycles behind the BC goal. Oh, nice pass for King, but just couldn't handle it on the shot. King still with it, 10 on the shot clock, and a hit there as Berneau goes down, and that's going to reward possession to BC. A couple more tweets. Austin Ducommon says, my girl Reagan is killing it out there. Hattie coming soon. Hashtag Halilax17. Yeah, Reagan McKenzie, who scored 2 goals in about 25 seconds. He thinks she's going to get a third. Haven't seen any hats thrown on the floor here. Oh, beautiful play there. As that shot by Malcolm off the post and into the corner. And the teams battle for possession in the corner here. As the shot clock down to 10. Another tweet from Hannah Reagan cheering on Team BC from the Burnaby Lakers Midget girls. Shout out to number 3 Nicole Kuhn and number 35 Jamie Richards. We love you. Oh, shot there by BC to beat the shot clock. And the shot from Molly Schmidt is handled by Mantefel. So 12:30 to play. Still 6-1 is the score. Ontario has tightened up defensively since BC led. Well, they haven't scored a goal in about 20 minutes, which is a long time for BC. This high-powered offense, and 6 goals. They won their first game of the tournament against Ontario 6-0. Since then, they've scored 14, 13, 11, 8, and 9 goals. So 6 is tied for their least goals in a game this tournament. Very impressive. Dean now. Ontario looks to go the other way. Shot in tight. And saved again by Mantefel. Shot by Anderson is saved. BC showing some patience. Shot clock down to 10. Berneau looks to fire that was Dean, looked to fire on a bounce shot. Speaking of Avery Dean, we just got a tweet from Michelle Dean. Good Hallie Lax 17. Good luck to my big sister Avery Dean. Go Salmon Bellies. There you go, Salmon Bellies, North America's oldest lacrosse club in New Westminster, BC. Learned something new. Thanks for the tweet there, Michelle. And with speed comes Natalie Gain. Look at the firepower, and Natalie Gain scores. So speedy, so good, and this BC team adds on to their lead, 7-1. That's the 5th goal of the tournament, first of today for Natalie Gain. And BC now leads by 6. And the Port Coquitlam native with the goal. And BC back in the driver's seat. Well, they never weren't really, but 7-1 they lead here. Now Clark back for Verbeek. Midway through this third period, 9:52 to play. Again, the final 5 minutes of the third period are stop time. And we're going to get a water break coming up here. Gives us time to read a couple tweets. Maggie says, let's go for the hat trick, Reagan. I'm surprised you couldn't hear the Banks family cheering for you back in BC. Hashtag HallieLax17. Grayson Dean says, making your Team BC alumni proud, ladies. Finish strong. Hashtag Dean5. Hashtag HallieLax17. A lot of fans supporting Avery Dean here, the New Westminster native. Emma says, Aaron Preston is on fire. A couple of fire emojis. Still no lacrosse stick emojis, though. Got to get those in there. Hashtag HallieLax17. And Kathleen says, Spencer Bryce is watching live from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Go BC. Awesome game. Hashtag HallieLax17. Keep them coming, guys. Appreciate the tweets, and the girls will appreciate it when they watch this game back later. Great fan support here in the Halifax Forum all week long as teams from Ontario, BC, and Alberta have traveled very well. And, of course, the hosts from the East Coast, Nova Scotia, has made a lot of noise no matter the result. It's been great to see. And a big credit to all the volunteers and organizers of this tournament for just doing a fantastic job of making sure it runs smoothly. I give a shout out to all the parents and coaches and anyone who helps these girls get to this level. It's always impressive when you're playing for a national championship. We got a delayed penalty coming up against Ontario. Looked like a slash. So Phillips goes to her bench and the extra attacker comes out. Betts. Now Snyder drops it off for Nicole Kuhn. Kuhn. And another penalty, I think. Although it looks like this one might be against BC. So heading to the box, number 5 for Ontario, Hannah Petty. And we'll have to see what the second call there was with 8:30 to play. Yeah, it looks like the teams are getting ready to play 5-on-4. So just one penalty. Yep. BC on the power play here after the slashing call against Petty. Speaking of penalties, Jack Hamilton says, Christina Sato, I'll buy you a Slurpee if you stay out the box. HallieLax17. No, this has been a very disciplined BC team, not taking many penalties, and when other teams make penalties, they take full advantage of it. They've scored quite a high number of power play goals with patience like this. Walker over for Stroop. Good hard shot. Saved by Mantefel. Here comes King, bringing it across the middle. King spins away from the defender, spins back, loses possession. Some physical play in front of the goal is sticks lost, and it looks like the ball went out of play. BC possession. .7:10 to play. 1 minute remaining on the British Columbia power play. Walker down for Malcolm. Back for Walker. Over for Gain, who works the point of this power play. Back for Walker. Back for Gain. Great passing and great patience as usual by BC. Gain now shoots. Nice save there by Mantefel, sliding across her crease. And Ontario looks to come on the counterattack shorthanded, trailing by 6 goals. That was Walker playing it up ahead for Stroop. 20 seconds left on the power play. Bernot off the bench to set it up. Stroop now over for Dean. Dean thought about a shot, gets back the return pass for Stroop. Stroop now fires a shot and scores. Daniela Stroop makes it 8-1 British Columbia. And that was the first goal of this game for Daniela Stroop. And what's that? That's her 7th goal of the tournament, moving her into sole possession of 3rd place for Team British Columbia behind Walker and Malcolm. So Daniela Stroop, the Port Coquitlam native, another one, makes it 8-1. BC about 5.5 minutes away from gold, barring a big-time Ontario comeback. Hear the fans here cheering on BC. Anderson now able to knock that one out of the sky, picked up by Betts. 5 on the shot clock. BC's got to get it off. Shot, bounced off the back wall, didn't hit the net, so Ontario takes over possession. A couple more tweets. Austin Ducoman says, my girl Reagan is killing it. I feel the Hattie coming soon. Hashtag Hallilax17. Might have already said that, but he still feels the hat trick coming for Reagan McKenzie. And Grace Anderson says, go Team BC Midget Girls. I love number 13, Haley Anderson. BC now into the final 5 minutes of this 3rd period. The last game, 28 games this tournament over 5 days. The opening ceremonies, the closing ceremonies. It's been a jam-packed week of fun. And all these teams playing 7 games in the tournament. BC looking to be the only team to go a perfect 7-0 in either division. Save there by Mantefel. McKnight picks it up. 4:10 remains. Verbeek over for Spalding. Spalding now. Over for McLean. McLean's shot is wide of the goal, and BC picks it up. This is number 19, Mackenzie Blair. Over for number 15, Molly Schmidt. Now Walker. Down for Malcolm on the doorstep. Thought about a shot, instead dishes it back for Walker. BC going to kill some time as the clock is their friend. Shot in tight by Schmidt. She had a foot in the crease. Couple more tweets. Kenj says, go Al, Chris, Quinny, and Molly. You guys make me proud. 3 purple hearts. Hashtag Hallilax17. And Michelle Dean says, Uncle Lamont says, go Avery Dean, number 5. Avery Dean getting a lot of support here, as are her BC teammates, and deservedly so. I can't say enough about this BC team. One thing that impresses me is that they have good sportsmanship. They don't cheer a lot after scoring. They've really been blowing teams out, but they keep the foot on the gas without being unsportsmanlike about it. Of course, tournament like this, every game prior to this was round robin play, so goals for and goals against does matter if it comes down to any tiebreakers. But when you go 7-0 in a tournament, you don't really care about tiebreakers anyway. Shot clock violation there. Ontario takes over. Quick reminder for you to be sure to join TV1's Scott Squires and CTV's Cyril Lunny on the Sideline Scoop each Monday morning at 8:40 a.m. Atlantic. Get up to date on Bell Line 5 TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. The Sideline Scoop, Mondays on CTV Morning Live. in front. Bombury with a shot and a beautiful save. Point blank there by Phillips. 8-1 still the score. 1:51 to play. BC looking to win gold here at the Female Box Lacrosse National Championships. And it's been a great tournament this year, but it's been so good, I'd say we should do it all again next year. We'll be hosting the 2018 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships, and I have a feeling, nothing official yet, but I have a feeling we'll be bringing you all that action once again on Bell 5 TV1. Hopefully. As a bit of an injury timeout here, don't want to see that. It looks like that's Kuchar down for Team Ontario. Bryn Kuchar has been a very valuable player for them. Out of Six Nations BC, had 9 points, 5 goals coming into today's game. Down on one knee, and the clock is stopped with 1:30 to play. If you haven't spoken yet, now's the time on Twitter, at Allen_April, hashtag Halilax. Let me know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'll run down the medals. So this morning, Alberta defeated Nova Scotia 14-1 in the bronze medal game of the Bantam Division. Then, in the midget bronze medal game, Alberta defeated Nova Scotia much closer, 3-1 for bronze. And Kuchar is being helped off the floor right now by her teammate and coach, putting weight on both legs, but helped off slowly, so we certainly hope for the best for her. She's a great young player. Then the gold medal for Bantam. Ontario won that one 5-3 in what was a very good, exciting game. And finally, the midget gold looks like it's going to go to BC as they lead 8-1. Verbeek cuts in, shoots, that goes wide. And Ontario, some physical play up against the boards. Verbeek able to win it away. Verbeek cuts in, doesn't get a shot off. Instead finds her teammate Laird, who's absolutely robbed again by Phillips. Phillips has been dynamite in goal. Oh, here's a Twitter shout-out and an important one. From Soph, shout-out to Anna Sato and the other Lax moms who cooked and fed the Team BC Midget Girls this tournament. Y'all are the bomb. Sparkly star emoji, hashtag Halilax17. Yeah, as I said, all the parents, all the volunteers, all the coaches, organizers, brothers and sisters, everyone who's helped make this tournament so fantastic. And it's been a pleasure to be here and cover it with you all. And shout out to everyone who reached out on Twitter as well. It's made my life easier, and the interaction is always fun, and it's good for the players to hear back later as well. Nobody wants to hear me just call a lacrosse game for an hour. As we're now into the final 10 seconds here. And that'll do it. The celebration is on. Team British Columbia wins gold, defeats the defending champions from Team Ontario, and BC is celebrating. And I hope all you BC fans watching at home are celebrating as well. This team was a powerhouse. Outscored their opposition 69-7 and finished the tournament a perfect 7-0. So for myself, Alan April, for producer Neil and our entire TV1 crew, signing off for the final time, thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2017 Female Box Lacrosse National Championships exclusively on 5TV1. Have a great day, and thanks again for watching.